Good evening and thank you for the opportunity to present. My name is Vania Praisela Palijama and I'm from the University of Malaya. So on this time, I will be presenting about my study entitled Exploring the Role of AI in Improving Speaking Proficiency Among Postgraduate TESL Students. So, basically, this study explores how AI powered speaking tools can support the postgraduate TESL students in addressing common speaking challenges in academical context. Okay, so just a little bit highlights of this study. We all know that speaking proficiency is a crucial skill for postgraduate students, particularly those in TESL programs. At the postgraduate level, students are frequently required to communicate complex ideas in English, especially during seminars, oral presentation, and thesis defenses. Which come to my background study. So, postgraduate TESL students often face challenges in oral proficiency, especially in high stakes academic settings. The most common challenges identified in the literature include the speaking anxiety, pronunciation difficulties, and fluency issues. Speaking anxiety often stems from fear of negative evaluation, um, while the pronunciation itself and fluency problems affect into the clarity and confidence perspective. Recently, there are some AI powered tools such as speech recognition system and language learning application that help them to emerge as a potential solutions for their struggles. And these tools provide a real-time feedback and also allow the students to practice speaking in a non-judgmental environment, which may help them in improving their confidence and self-efficacy. Okay, now let's move on to the next part. So the main problem in my research, despite the growing availability of AI tools for language learning, it is found that their application has largely focused on reading and writing skills. There is still limited research in examining of how those AI tools can specifically support their speaking proficiency, particularly among the postgraduate TESL students. And in addition to this, some existing studies often overlook on how psychological factors such as motivation, anxiety, and technology acceptance influence the students' use of the AI tools. So, this gap highlights the need for a study that examines both the pedagogical and psychological roles of AI in speaking development itself. Talking about the significance in this study is significant for several reasons. The first, it contributes to the growing body of research on AI-assisted language learning, with a specific focus on their speaking proficiency. Second, it provides insights into how those AI tools can help reduce speaking anxiety and improve pronunciation and fluency among postgraduate students. The third, the findings may inform the TESL educators and also institutions on how AI tools can be meaningfully integrated into postgraduate language learning context. So it is going to be beneficial, and hopefully the findings can inform the development of new AI and driven language tools. So which come to a research question of this study. Talking about the research question of this study highlights three research questions. The first one, how do AI powered speech recognition tools have reduced speaking anxiety among postgraduate TESL students? This question focuses on understanding on how AI tools create a low pressure practice environment that alleviates anxiety during speaking tasks. And then second one, what impact do AI powered tools have on the pronunciation and fluency of postgraduate TESL students? So this question will mainly explore for the role of real-time feedback from the AI tools in improving the pronunciation and also fluency. So key components of oral proficiency specifically. The third one is what are postgraduate TESL students' perceptions of using AI tools for improving their speaking proficiency. So this question will mainly investigate the students' perceived usefulness and ease of use of AI tools as influenced by models like the theory of technology acceptance model 10. Okay, followed by the research objectives. There are three research objectives that is being highlighted in this research. The first one is to evaluate the effectiveness of AI powered tools in reducing speaking anxiety among postgraduate TESL students. So this objective aims to assess on how the AI tools help create confidence building environments and reduce the anxiety in speaking tasks. Second one is to examine the impact of AI tools on pronunciation and fluency improvement among postgraduate TESL students. So this objective focuses on how the AI tools can address specific pronunciation difficulties and fluency issues. So it can offer a personalized practice and feedback. Third one is to assess the factors influencing postgraduate TESL students' adoption of AI tools for language learning. So in this research, this objective uses frameworks like TAM to explore how students' attitudes toward AI tools influence their usage and success in improving oral proficiency. We continue to the literature review. As for the literature review, there are several points that the study highlight. The first one is postgraduate student speaking challenges. So there are a few speaking challenges that is being found among postgraduate students based on some studies that is done from some researchers. First one is speaking anxiety. So postgraduate students often experience speaking anxiety in high pressure academic tasks like thesis defenses and presentation, which lead to negatively affects their oral performance. Second one is the pronunciation difficulties. So mispronunciation of terms in academic context leads to a misunderstanding and communication breakdowns, which can exacerbate their anxiety. Third one, it's the fluency issues. Fluency issues such as like hesitations and pauses contribute to fluency challenges. So this impacting the students' ability to express their ideas coherently and clearly, right? And second one is the role of AI in language learning. So, the role of AI in language learning, there are several points um, that is being highlighted in this study. The first one, AI power tools for speaking proficiency. So there are a lot of AI-powered tools for speaking proficiency, such as speech recognition systems and language learning apps, which provide a real-time feedback. So this could improve the pronunciation, the fluency, and self-efficacy in understanding the vocabularies that is being used. And also, uh, non-judgmental practice environment. So AI tools help reduce the anxiety by offering a low-pressure practice setting where students can self-monitor and receive feedback without fear of judgment. So this is also helpful for them. Okay, so what about the integration of AI in TESL context? The integration of AI tools in TESL programs offers promising support for improving oral proficiency. However, there is some gap over here, so that's why more research is needed to understand the specific challenges and how their application for postgraduate TESL students is being achieved. Continue with this, we are moving on to the theoretical framework that is being used in this study. This study used two main theoretical framework. The first one is self-determination theory by Deci and Ryan. Okay, so the core components of SDT or self-determination theory focuses on three key psychological needs. Okay, the autonomy, competence, and relatedness. Okay, the autonomy is for the freedom where the students can practice and learn independently, and the competence is the development of language skills through feedback in enhancing students' belief in their ability to succeed. And the relatedness is about the need for connection and support, and that is often fulfilled through their interaction with instructors or AI tools in this context that offer the personalized feedback. Okay, and second one is the TEM, Technology Acceptance Model Theory by Davis. And okay, in TEM there are two key constructs, which is the perceived usefulness and perceived ease of use. So the first one is the perceived usefulness. So it's more about how the students perceive AI tools as beneficial for improving their speaking proficiency. And as for the perceived ease of use, it's more about how easy students find the tools to be for adoption in their learning routines. And then how about the attitude towards using? So the attitude towards using is also important because students' attitude towards using AI tools will affect their behavior, whether or not they will continue using them, and their actual usage behavior. Why? Because their actual usage behavior will ultimately um, determine their students' usage of the tools, which could also impacts their language proficiency and confidence. So, the application itself, through this theoretical framework, the model helps explain on how students' perception of AI tools influence their adoption and engagement, ultimately determining their performance in language learning. So how is the framework application to this study? Okay, so my research focuses on how AI tools can help postgraduate TESL students address their speaking challenges like anxiety, pronunciation difficulties, and fluency. So according to the framework, AI tools provide the feedback, promote autonomy, which is the independent practice, and enhance competence, which is the improving speaking skills. So these three things will help students overcome those barriers. Okay. As for the adoption of the AI, so the TEM aspects of the framework is crucial for my research because it helps explain on how students' perceptions of AI tools influence their adoption. If students believe that AI tools will help reduce their speaking anxiety and improve their oral communication skills, they are more likely integrate them into their learning practices. Okay, and how could it improve their students' performance? By using AI tools, students can engage in repetitive practice and receive immediate feedback, which will gradually improve their oral proficiency, especially in high stakes speaking tasks like thesis presentation and seminar discussion. So that's why um, I choose this two theoretical framework as part of the main theoretical framework on my research. So that's it for my thesis presentation, and these references listed here support my theoretical and empirical foundation for the study. And I'll say thank you so much.